So I want to make a quick video. I look crazy right now, but do y'all see this hair right here? Hold on. Do y'all see how big that hair, how long that hair is? So what's crazy is I took it out of this keloid right here. Again, you shouldn't be like always trying to go in and pierce the keloids, but for my hair, because it gets real coarse, there can be times where it itches and I have to get that out, right? But for those that aren't educated on keloids, imagine like how hair can curl up and form keloids on your skin because of how coarse your hair is. So for my hair, I have like very, very coarse hair. So when it curls up, like it curls very strong. And sometimes you can have like 2 or 3 hairs in one side of your face or coming out of your pores. And so imagine that you had like I don't know, you had just like a balloon. When you put air into a balloon, so obviously when you keep, the more air that you put into it and you keep pushing it and pushing it, then eventually it's going to burst. But as you're continuing to put air into it before it bursts, it's just the outside of it's getting bigger. Same way with the keloid. Like whenever you get these scars and things removed, I know at least for my skin, the hair is what pushes these out and makes them a lot thicker, because my hair is always growing. So I can get a cut and then a week later, like it'll literally look like I don't have a cut. Like y'all see here, like I got a cut literally last Tuesday and it's already Tuesday and it's looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? But even if you like brush it, comb it, whatever, some people's lines and stuff like stay good. Like mine just, it goes back to normal because my hair just grows quick. But what I'm saying is, because also I have so much hair growing on my face and even in my scalp, a lot of times inside of the keloids, I'll eventually find where hair is pushing through the skin and multiple hairs are pushing that out. So a couple of days ago, this was coming out a bit more. Now, because I got the hair out of it, I can feel where it's going down a bit. So that's the tough thing as well with keloid scars and things, is that it's like your hair has to also retrain the way in which it does go in and out of the skin. And there's not really like a proper way to do it. There is an ointment that I have that in a sense reverses or pushes to reverse some ingrown hairs, and it has worked. But also too, you have those ones that just creep in, and it can also be the way in which you're getting your hair cut sometimes. A lot of times it's just because of the way that your skin works. And for me, like that's been a common theme. So before, when I had really massive keloids in a lot of the areas, it was because of the hair growing in. And so I'd have to go in a lot of times to get the hairs out because it was itching so much, because it was just like being very like irritating. And even when I moisturize my skin and stuff like that, like it helps to be able to not have such dry skin, because I feel like whenever your skin is moisturized, it could just help to, you know, to relieve it and stuff like that. But also too, I feel like because with keloids, what I learned is like the inflammation that you have on your skin can enhance the growth of the keloids in a sense, not as much, but you know, what you're eating and stuff like that is going to already affect your skin. So if you have like hairs and stuff growing in a certain way, it's not going to make it any easier. So I just wanted to show y'all that real quick because that was crazy. Like to see the size of a hair like this growing in such a small area, that just goes to show you like how keloids, even when you get them removed, how that scar tissue can still be affected. Because for some people, where they're able to get the keloids removed is because even though they may have like a small bit of hair and they have a patch, or they may have like partial areas on their face, it may not come back because there's nothing growing in addition to that scar tissue that's pushing that. And so for me, I just have so much hair growing in, and it grows over top and grows in multiple ways that even at times I may have an area that's not a keloid, but I can see where 2 or 3 different hairs are curling up and growing out. So that's why I have to be mindful of at times, like if I'm picking out my hair and then using the little brush, or if I'm getting waves. Like for the longest, I had to watch that because waves are what? Laid down curls. So you got to make sure that you're keeping your scalp and stuff moisturized, because the way in which you're training your hair is also going to have it probably curl up at some point. So when I was younger, I used to struggle so much because I would have where I'd have like in my scalp, it'd be like scars, it'd be acne as well. So if you have acne plus keloids are starting to be activated, that 2-in-1 combo is just dangerous, because you're suffering with inflammation, and then you're also suffering with bad pores and pus and things coming out. So then you really have no way to kind of treat it. Plus, you're trying to keep moisturized because you don't want your skin to look bad. So I just wanted to show y'all that because it was wild when I picked that out, because I thought it was going to be like a small hair, and then I'm noticing, because I've seen it kind of creep up in the skin, and I said, I keep pulling and pulling. And the craziest thing is, I wish I could show y'all, but like sometimes for my hairs, what they'll do is, because they're curling up so much, it'll kind of be like a two-prong look. So whenever I'm pulling the hair out, it looks as if it's just like a straight line that I'm pulling out, but I'll pull it out and it literally like it's coming out like this. And so just imagine like how the skin is going to be affected when your hair is going in two different directions. It's almost like when you're using a stapler for a piece of paper. Like whenever you staple it, it's going to be firm down. But then when you take that staple out, you realize that there's two holes. But when you staple two pieces of paper, what? Now you have two pieces that are together. Same way with the skin. If I have a keloid that's going in or hair that's going in two directions, not only is it focusing on this keloid, it's focusing on the skin underneath, plus it can connect to another area here that may be another keloid. So then it's working two in one. So I just wanted to share that real quick. That was just crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing some other videos as well too. I'm gonna show y'all my routine, and then also just how I'm able to keep myself moisturized. But I literally just got up and I said, man, something's just itching here, and it found out it was a piece of hair. So I like to kind of do videos like this as well, where it's in real time so y'all can see, because I haven't been able to show a video where you're able to see a hair like this, because that's crazy. Like I've had friends and stuff that are able to see, like when I pick a hair out, how it actually looks, when I may have them like get out a hair for me, and they're like, okay, DeMarcus, I see what you're saying now. Because people that don't know about this, they're like, okay, I see that there's a scar there. Some people may think it's a pimple, but when you see the hairs like that, it gives you a realistic type of look on how that how it can work out. So that's crazy. Want to show y'all that real quick, but peace.